Hello friends, I am going to talk about horizontal method of calculating the target in point and figure charts. There are basically two types of methods to derive targets or counts in P&F charts: vertical count and horizontal count. Vertical count is a beautiful and an objective method of counting, and it is plotted on a single column. Horizontal count is a subjective method. Here we have to first identify the horizontal formation. Now, horizontal formation is basically a pattern of consolidation or concession where we see price has remained within a particular range for over a certain period of time. Once such pattern is identified and when breakout happens, then we can plot horizontal count from it. Now, in concession pattern, there is always an entry point to the pattern and exit from the pattern. Remember, this is entry and exit of patterns, not trade. So have a look at this image. This is a bullish pattern and entry into the pattern is from the column of O, and exit from the pattern is by column of X, and what happens in between is a consolidation or concession. Right? Same way, this is the bearish pattern. Entry into the pattern is by column of X and exit by column of O, and there is a consolidation or concession in between. You can call it distribution. Now once the horizontal formation is identified, we can apply the count. But always remember, whenever you apply a bullish horizontal count, the starting column should be a column of O, and for bearish pattern it should be column of X. So typically you will see the formation is like there is entry column, then the horizontal formation, and then the exit column. So these entry and exit columns are walls from which you apply the count. Now there are different methods of plotting these horizontal counts, from De Villiers, Taylor's to many others. I mean, there's a lot of research that has happened. You can refer Jamie Duplessis's book for to know more about this. Now, there is some argument about consolidation and reversal pattern and the method of counting on them. I follow a method which is applicable to continuation and reversal patterns both, mainly because I am convinced with the strength of the continuation patterns. Meaning, when we see a breakout after consolidation in uptrend or downtrend, or when the trend is established. So to derive the horizontal count, say this, we count the number of columns of the pattern and multiply it by the box value and reversal value, and add the total to the bottom of the pattern. So in this example, number of columns are 8. The chart is 10 by 3. So we multiply 8 by box value and reversal value. So it comes to 240. And assuming that bottom of the pattern is 1000, we add the total to it, and it comes to 1240. Same way, this is the example of bearish count. The total, the highest point of the pattern is 1000. The total is deducted from that level, and it comes to 760. So basically we calculate the width of the pattern and project it with the horizontal count method. So whenever we find the M or W shape patterns or complex consolidation formations such as head and shoulders, multi leg head and shoulders, cup and handle, etc. But when they are between the walls, and we can identify the consolidation between these large columns, we can apply the horizontal count. Many of times you will see small horizontal formations within the larger horizontal pattern. Let me show you chart. This is the chart of Jain irrigation. To show you the example, this is a column of O, entry into the pattern, and then column of X, exit from the pattern, and there is a consolidation or the horizontal formation in between. This is JP associate, example of bearish count. This entry into the pattern, exit from the pattern, and there is a consolidation, or this is the horizontal formation. Now you may notice that it is a kind of a head and shoulder pattern which can be projected using horizontal count method. You will see there are many small horizontal patterns within this large pattern, and all of them can be projected. Say this. So this way we can refer near counts first. This is Balrampur Chini chart. You can see price projection from different horizontal formations. Entry column is O, there is consolidation, and then exit column, which is X. So we can have multiple horizontal counts from a large horizontal formation. Now this traditional method of applying horizontal count is applicable to large formations. Typically it should be applied to higher box values or when there is large formation on lower box value. Target will not be significant, especially when height of the pattern is more. You'll understand this if you'll think more about the formula. Let me show you a few more charts in trade point. See, this is Bank Nifty. To go to count, this horizontal count. There is a shortcut out here. This is entry column and the exit column. So I need to drag from entry column to exit and it will plot the count. Show VDL. Is clearly visible entry and exit columns, and there is consolidation in between. There are more horizontal formations in this larger formation. Bank India. This is a bearish pattern. And this looks bullish. So this helps in analyzing the congestion formation. I'll record a separate video to talk more about this congestion analysis. So this is about traditional method of plotting the horizontal count, but we have taken this bit further. This method is not applicable to small patterns of congestion, especially on lower box values, and I found them useful many of times. Now, in the traditional technical analysis, we derive the targets from head and shoulders or other formation by extending the height of the pattern and adding or deducting it from the neckline. So same kind of logic is applied to these small formations and congestion patterns. It is named as horizontal count small. So it is applicable to small patterns and especially on lower box values. Rest of the calculation is same, but we add the total to the breakout instead of bottom for the bullish count and deduct it from the breakout for bearish count. So we should apply these to smaller formations where the earlier method is not applicable. Let me show you some examples. I am opening 0.25% chart for this. So if I go to count, here you will see horizontal count small, or this is the small pattern. So there is consolidation between the walls. See it. This is the consolidation after the trend, the continuation pattern that I was talking about, and we can project this. And there is another pattern that you can see here. This is the walls and there is consolidation. Agenta Pharma. This looks bearish. Sort of distribution between two large columns. So this is how we can apply horizontal method of projection to the small patterns as well. Let me show you one more chart. So see. This is a bearish pattern, and now this is a large pattern. Here I can apply the traditional count as well, and there is a scope for vertical count here. So here we have arrived to the kind of cluster. Actually, cluster is something that I refer to, and the cluster of horizontal and vertical count is logical because we extend a move when we apply a vertical count, and we project the consolidation when we apply horizontal count. So both when coincide becomes the interesting setup. The bullish horizontal count is negated when price goes below the bottom of the pattern, and bearish horizontal count gets negated when it goes above the top of the pattern. If you have any query on this, you can write me at prashant.shah@definedge.com. Thank you for watching this video.